Before we move on to today's lesson, let's recall and remember what we talked about on yesterday. Now, when we got to lesson 4 on yesterday, we had already acquired the Louisiana Territory. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, our president at the time of this story, who was that president? Jared.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson wants this young man to go someplace. Who is this young man, and where does the president of that time want him to go? Jeremy, in a complete sentence.
James Monroe is
The young man.
the young man that Thomas Jefferson asked
Asked to do what, darling?
to go to France
And why is he going to France?
to meet Napoleon
Okay. Napoleon
Bonaparte.
Awesome. Now, who else can tell me why he's going there to meet with Napoleon Bonaparte? Jaden.
He's going to meet with Napoleon Bonaparte because Thomas Jefferson wants to buy the New Orleans so that he could go up and down the Mississippi River.
Yes. He wants to purchase New Orleans so we can go up and down the Mississippi River. Because he's afraid if what? What is he afraid of? Terrell, what is he afraid of?
He's afraid of Thomas Jefferson.
Nah, do we agree or disagree? Who can help him out? What is he afraid of? Jared?
He's afraid of if Napoleon Bonaparte gets mad because he wouldn't let Thomas Jefferson pass through the Mississippi River to go to New Orleans.
Awesome. Amari, can you show us Louisiana Territory? Okay, and who can more specifically tell me what the Louisiana Territory is between? It's between what? Jared?
The Louisiana Territory is between the Mississippi River and Rocky Mountains.
Give your brains a kiss, boys and girls. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We learned last time about the Louisiana Purchase. When the United States government purchased the Louisiana Territory from France. Once the purchase of the Louisiana Territory was complete, President Thomas Jefferson wanted to send explorers to make maps of his new land and learn more about it. Thinking about the Louisiana Territory, Jefferson wondered, is it possible that there are tigers or elephants living out there in those unexplored western lands? No one has explored enough to really know. Perhaps there are plants whose leaves could be used as medicines to help sick people, or which would be delicious to eat. My Native American friends who live there have brought me a few plants to study, but I am sure there must be more plants and animals which even they have not seen. Jefferson prepared to send explorers into the Louisiana Territory. I need the leader of those explorers to be someone who I can trust, someone very brave and very smart. Why did Jefferson want someone to explore the territory? Turn and talk real quick. Talk to the person sitting next to you. Who'd like to answer out? Anna?
Because he wanted to know what the new land was like.
Because he wanted to know what the new land was like. Awesome. Are we ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay. President Jefferson suddenly smiled. Why? I know the person for the job. He sat down and wrote a letter to his former assistant, a man named Meriwether Lewis. Jefferson asked Meriwether Lewis if he would lead the team of explorers. Okay, again, we're going to do a quick turn and talk. What were the 3 tasks that President Jefferson wanted completed? Turn and talk. Turn and discuss all 3, darling. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Who would like to share out? Greg Heath Jr.
To find a water route.
I need a complete sentence. One of the tasks.
One of the tasks was to find a water route.
A water route, all water route where, darling? Who can help him out? Jeremy?
To the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, but can I get a complete sentence?
One of the 3 tasks was to find an all-water route to the Pacific Ocean.
Awesome. Who can give me another task? Mary Ellis?
One of the tasks was to be friendly with Native Americans.
And who can give me the last task?
Friends.
Think about it. We're supposed to think before we raise our hands to speak. Do you need some help?
Yes.
Okay, Zanira, can you help him out?
The task was to
We said we were looking for an all-water route to the Pacific Ocean. We already said to be friends with the Native Americans. What was the third task? To find samples of plants and animals. Awesome. Give your brains a kiss. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to discuss it. And the question is, why were these 3 tasks important to the United States? Why do you think these 3 tasks were important to the United States? Now turn and talk.
Why these 3 tasks were important to the nation? These 3 tasks was important to the United States was because if they found the all-water route to the Pacific Ocean, people can travel to different islands, and if you take samples of plants and animals,
I think the most important part of the 3 important tasks were that they're going to help us know about our new land.
I think the most important task was
Not the most important task, what is so important about the 3 tasks.
Okay, are we ready to share out?
yes.
Okay, who'd like to share out? Who'd like to share out? Serenity, who's your partner? Please stand up with your partner. Okay, which task did you think was important and why?
I think getting samples of plants and animals was the most important task because if we didn't know that, we wouldn't know what kind of animals were out there.
Okay, what task did you feel was most important?
We think that making friends with the Native Americans was the most important
And why so?
because when they come back to their new land, they know other people that are there.
Who can tell me something about the timeline? How does it work? In what order does it go? Who can tell me something about the timeline? Kasana, in a complete sentence, darling.
About the timeline is that it goes in the order that it happens.
It goes in the order that events have happened. Guys, give your brains another kiss. You rock, first grade. Okay, so we're gonna look at our timeline. Who were the first people of North America? Who were the first people? Terrell, you wanna try? Okay, Terrell, who were the first people of North America?
The first people in North America was
I'll give him a chance.
a Native American.
Awesome, the Native Americans. Okay, and next on our timeline, we see a young man. Who knows who this young man is?
Daniel Boone.
Okay, and who can tell me something about Daniel Boone? What do we know about Daniel Boone? Mary Ellen?
Daniel Boone was a woodsman.
He's a woodsman. What else do we know about Daniel Boone? Carolyn?
He was brave.
He was brave. What else do we know about Daniel Boone? Jeremy?
He was adventurous.
He was adventurous. Serenity?
Daniel Boone crossed the Appalachian Mountains to the west.
Right. Yes, Daniel Boone crossed the Appalachian Mountains to the west. In the read aloud, you heard Jefferson say, I need the leader of these explorers to be someone I can trust. Someone very brave. Do this for me. Someone very brave and very smart. Say the word brave.
Brave.
When someone is brave, it means he or she shows courage and does something even if it may be dangerous or frightening. Tanya was brave when she decided to learn to swim, even though she was afraid of water. Can you think of a time when you or someone you know was brave? Think about it first, because remember, we think before we raise our hands to speak. Think about it. Think about it. Give yourselves a few seconds. Put your hands down. Think about it. Give yourselves a few seconds. Now, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you know I'm only going to pick 3 because we take turns with our
Friends.
Awesome. Okay, I need a sentence. I was brave when. It could be you or someone else. Or my mom was brave when. Zavette?
I was brave when I was getting my shots.
Yeah, shots do hurt. They do. Okay, who else can use it in a sentence? Hasana?
My mom was brave when she shoot the spider away.
Awesome. Spiders can be scary. Jaden?
I was brave when I flipped off the ladder into the pool.
Okay, and what's that word we've been talking about?
Brave.
We take turns with our friends, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay, who'd like to share out? We're going to first talk about what you felt was the easiest task to accomplish. What do you think was the easiest task? And remember, it's your personal opinion. Okay? Anna, what do you think was the easiest task?
I think fighting an all-water route to the Pacific Ocean was the easiest task.
Okay. Who else? Does somebody think that there was another task that was the easiest? Jeremy?
The easiest task is to take samples of plants and animals.
Okay, would you like to tell me why you drew that conclusion? Why do you think that was the easiest task?
Because all you have to do is write it.
Jared, what do you think the easiest task was?
I think to make friends with was the easiest task.
To make friends with who? You left out a part, Donna.
I think to make friends with the Native Americans was the easiest task.
And why?
Because all you have to do is just make friends with them, give them gifts, and then you just leave and do one of the other tasks.